I'm creating this quick video to inform you about the ASUS Motherboards AM5. It's important to know about the product before buying it, or if you have already purchased it. There have been some concerning issues with the motherboards, and I want to make sure you're aware of them. There is a controversy surrounding ASUS motherboards and AMD chips. Steve from Nexus released a video criticizing ASUS' response to motherboards dying and causing CPUs to die.
I got this 0D error, and this has been a recurring issue with this board. When I went to run this, I got a blue screen of death. I blue screened again. Might be the beginning and the end of it if it just keeps crashing every time I run a CPU load.
The BIOS update really plainly spells out, hey, if something goes wrong because of our BIOS, f you and f your board.
This response is considered anti-consumer and shady. The video breaks down the situation, showing that the BIOS update spells out that if something goes wrong because of the BIOS, the user is responsible.
What? What the fuck?
There are several elements that lead to this, including ASUS removing BIOS versions causing X3D chips to explode and changing the details of what BIOS actually supports X3D chips. There is also wrong objective data regarding SoC voltages, with the CPU going over 1.4 volts even when the product page says it should be 1.3. The actual page where the BIOS is shown says that this is a beta BIOS version for this motherboard, and it's the only one that technically supports all of these features working. ASUS is not responsible for direct, special, incidental, or consequential damages resulting from using this beta BIOS. In contrast, AMD's response is better, as they offered to replace any CPU that explodes from using their product. ASUS marketing feature, Expo, is another issue. ASUS is not going to cover incidental damage when using this marketing feature, which is essential to get the rated speed. The solution is not to say that this is overclocking, so the user is not covered by the warranty. The solution is for ASUS not to market the feature to get the best performance, sell their motherboards at $700, and then expect users not to use it. When there is a problem causing CPUs to blow up, ASUS should not hold the consumer responsible. Instead, they should change their BIOS so that they are not overvolting the CPUs. Steve is calling for an investigation, and he urges people to check out the video and support Nexus, especially with the investigative journalism they are doing. ASUS' response is tarnishing their brand, and it is bad for the customers. It is suggested that people do not use ASUS motherboards for the time being until they change their stance and policies, and create a situation where Expo memory profiles are recognized as being the norm, and not a risky procedure. Although large companies like ASUS have separate divisions, it is bad for the brand to have faulty motherboards and hold the consumer responsible for something they say can be done before they find out it's exploding stuff. This is a bad situation overall, and it needs to be addressed. Thank you for watching. I hope that I was able to provide some helpful information to you. If you want to learn more about the controversy surrounding ASUS and AMD, I highly recommend checking out Nexus' full explanatory video. I have included a link to the video in the description below for your convenience. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more informative videos in the future.